It's Debbie. Welcome. You're at your home, your happy place. And I know today's going to be a little longer video. It just takes me a while to do this room. If it gets too long, I'll cut it in two. But because I did the haul, and if you haven't seen the haul, you might want to go and check my last video. I won't be going into the details as I start decorating because I've already told you about most of them. But I want to start off with two things today. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for your feedback again on the wardrobe haul. Here's how I think I'm going to do a lot of the dresses at the moment anyway. I'm just going to wear them in a video and show them to you. So this is the prairie dress, well, that's what I call it, with the smocking and really cute. I suppose if you wanted, you could wear this, you know, slightly over or completely off your shoulders. However, okay, and I'm going to back up. I do not have that step stool in here today, but I will back up so you can see. I'm standing on my tiptoes. So now I'm gonna, okay. So it's got a nice three-tiered skirt and it's nice and full. It's lightweight and comfortable. This is completely smocked and then the back is smocked. And the back also has the square neck, which I really enjoy having a different kind of neckline now and then. So there's that one. And I'd say this is, I don't know if it was called army green or forest green, but it's a deep green. It's available in a multitude of colors. Secondly, I rarely tell you about my Senegence. Senegence is a makeup that I have been using for at least 8 to 9 years. And what I just can't give up. I try other things, but what I can't give up are the lip stains. And I've had lunch, so the gloss is off, but I don't think the stain is. I'm going to tell you what stain I have on today. It's called Nutmeg, and that's the color. I'll just put on, so when it's the stain, you shake it. You can hear that little, and I'll just put another one on. The stains last all day. Sometimes if you don't take off your makeup at night, you might still have it on in the morning. And you're supposed to put 3 coats on. I typically only put 2. And they last forever. So after that dries, and some people will say, oh, I have a burning. There is an alcohol component in it that could cause burning to some people, but either you get used to it or I don't know. I don't have that, but I do want to say that because some people don't like it. And then the gloss, after that dries, you can put the gloss on, and the gloss does come off like when you eat and things. This is the gloss I'm going to use today. It is called Primrose. So pretty. I love it. There we go. The other thing I was going to show are eyeshadows. I don't wear heavy eyeshadow, but in the crease, I have French Toast. So these are also, they look just like the lipsticks, only skinnier. They go on very wet and they just smear with your finger or whatever you want to use. I just use my fingers. And then they, I think, supposedly turn into a powder. I don't know. I think that's what my daughter had told me back when she first did my makeup. And then I don't usually use, I've never, in fact, I just opened this one. It doesn't say the color on it as far as it usually says it on the end, and it doesn't. But this is a deep green, as you can see there. And I did not go dark with it. I put it on just in the corners, and then I lightly spread it over, and then I added a gold Laura Mercier, I believe, over just the top. And then lastly, I have super sensitive eyes, so I have a hard time with mascaras. Sometimes you'll see me and you'll think, gosh, there's nothing on her eyes. It's because I just tear so much. But I have found that this has been helping. If I put it on first, it's just called Lash Sense, but it is a primer, I believe. And it's like a greenish color. So you don't just leave that on. You put that on, and then I use, right now I'm using a very sensitive for people with allergies. It's about the same size as this that I got on Amazon. I'm going to try theirs again because they didn't used to have this. So I am going to be ordering their mascara to see if that works. Anyway, I thought I would share that with you. I always have a link to the website below. I have no ability to link specific products. That's why I give you the names of them. And I am an independent distributor, so I get commissions when you buy items. All right, let's decorate. If you missed the last video, these are my mustard colored sheets I purchased on Amazon, and now I'm going. I wondered if I should have asked you guys, what did you think? Am I going to go in with the gold bedding on top or this? And I love, comforters are so easy. I mean, so is a duvet, but you don't always have that option. But they're so easy to put on. This is the pillow sham that goes with the other comforter with the pom-poms on it. I'm going to pop that up here. The other pillow shams. I was so anxious to get started that I did my bed before I thought about foundation. And inspiration, I don't know. Again, I think my inspiration went crazy from here, but we'll start with the foundation because it's important since I made some big changes. In my opinion, I did. Here is it. What you notice is I took my end tables and swapped them out. And I've got to move this mess over here under the bed again. But yeah, I decided to take and use the round tables, which I always want to tell you this. They're supposedly gray. Isn't it funny? I have a gray wall and a gray table that don't even, I mean, one looks blue and one looks green. So gray's a funny color, but I love the color of it and it really does enhance what's next to it. I love these. I did keep these lamps in here, which are, I mean, you can't really tell unless you get to the sides where the umbrellas are and all, but you know, it has a cloud on it and has a little bit of landscaping and some water. And so I think they still look really pretty, plus they're creamy. I did change the shades out on them. They had these shades on them. So in the summer, I wanted a much whiter look, and right now I'm going for a creamier look. Also, I brought up these lamps. Mainly, I've been bringing in a lot of wicker and woven texture for fall, and I liked that the base was a smoky blue. So I thought it played up with my yellow sofa and then the blue off of here. So other than that, I'd say everything else is the same. We're keeping the furniture, the shelf. I've taken down all the artwork, taking the rings down for sure, and putting up new curtains. I also moved that piece, that bench piece, back under the window. For a minute, I tried it in front of the sofa as more of a coffee table, but it was just too much in the walkway. I didn't like it. As far as inspiration goes, it started out with just fall in mind, and then I decided I was going to be using the artwork that was previously in here, which I showed you yesterday just in a photo. But once I committed to this mustard color, I started trying to work in and add some coral, and so I'm just telling you that probably overall the bedding ended up becoming my inspiration. And you know, if I had deep green, there's so many ways you could go with this. I personally am a little brighter person, so I'm going with that bright coral, but you could totally see how the deep green, and I have deep green pillows. I may go grab them and show you the difference. How about that? Let me do it. All right, there it is with that deep green, which you're seeing in here, brought out. Green and gold, you know, you're going to see that in some of my other rooms. Absolutely one of my favorite things. Probably something that I might be leaning towards at Christmas. So green and gold will be really beautiful in here. But for now, I'm going back to my bright coral. From here, we're going to do the textiles over on my yellow settee, which is, I'm going to try the gold chenille throws first, and then once I put up the curtains, I may have to change it. I don't know how that's going to go. I actually wasn't this time able to find the exact same ones on Amazon, but I found ones that had pom-poms on them. So that's so cool if you want to really carry that theme through. And then I found this color in a fur. Oh, it was so luxurious. I really thought that was gorgeous. And one throw would totally be enough for one sofa, but it's our bedroom and there's two of us, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the two, just in case we need to both be cuddled up. Here's the pillow that I'm going to use, but I happen to have 4 of these, so I'm going to pop these behind it to continue that pop of coral in here. For those who were curious, I said this was either 24, 29, 34. I didn't take the tag off this one, so it was $24.99. And I will cut it off. Just not yet. Okay. It would be perfectly fine, and I'll show you, without this. Absolutely fine. That's lovely. I just personally want a little bit, especially since I'm going to put gold drapes behind. I need that pop of color to add some depth to it. All right, I think next I'm going to try and hang curtains. And I will need to steam. Oh, I was getting my steamer ready over there for my blanket here. Let me see if it's ready. Let me go ahead. You guys, I'm going to add a couple steamers below This one's great for travel. I think it probably is considered a travel one. In fact, it's made so that you can literally put a water bottle hookup on it instead of this, but I don't know why you would, because you can just take this with you. But it's so easy and lightweight. Okay, let me steam. So here we have the curtains and they look so great. I went ahead and took, so these were on hooks, which had them sweeping the ground a little bit. Went ahead and took the hooks off so they could both be up together. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. It does, I haven't played with it at all, but it does kind of take a little bit away from the pom-poms. And I did steam them. There's still some kind of markings in there from me steaming, but that will dry out. And you can see where they hit the floor. So it's not optimal. I don't love it. But I'm not going to lower my curtain rods, and I can't buy them any longer. So short of putting a border, you're not going to see it because I'm going to move my table back over here. And I'm kind of looking at this to see how I'm going to like this or not. At the moment, I'm okay with it, but I've really got to see the whole room put together before I determine whether I'm keeping the gold throws or not. All right, all the curtains are hung and steamed, and I really love it. You're seeing all that gold popping through and little bits of coral. And as I stand here and looked at this, it gave me a little bit of a mid-century modern feel, and I think it comes from the velvet curtains with the pom-poms, probably, and perhaps the addition of that style of a lampshade. I think next, the easiest thing for me to do is add the wall art. So we're going to start over on the sofa wall. I think I'm going to put on this one. I can't really recall what I did before. I had this all hanging, but so while they'll be the same height, this one's not as large of a picture, but I don't have as much of a space here, so I think it should work out. Wow. I just love when little things happen. Notice how the gold in that beak suddenly pops off of that picture because of all the gold surrounding it. It is so gorgeous. All right, I'm going to step back so you can kind of see. So they're not symmetrical. There's so much not symmetrical in this room though. So, but I fool the eye by having the curtains, symmetrical lamps, and the little tables. And just the fact that I've got two pictures hanging up there, it still causes a really pleasing balance. Okay, we're going to hang these two pictures. So I swapped them. I thought in my mind that it would be best to alternate because I have the darker bird over here and I have the coral bird on this wall, the opposite wall. But I got very used to seeing this pretty coral one when I first come in the room here, and I couldn't shake it. I didn't like it any other way. So, all right. I always look for creative places to put this sign. There you go. It says, our greatest blessings call us Debbie and Pops. My daughter-in-law Paula got this for me, and I'm pretty sure she probably found it on Etsy because it's custom. And I don't think it's ever been up here. And then there's little, handmade pieces with the grandkids' names on them. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I've got 4 granddaughters. And I started out with 2 grandsons. Here we go. I think there might be room for 1 more, you guys. Okay, I'm going to add some pumpkins. Taking a little bit of the green. I just have this. These were nothing I bought new. I'm going to set that one here. And then playing off the blue that's in the room. This one here. And I am done with that shelf. So I'm contemplating. I'm going to go out to the garage. I have an unopened round mirror with a dark rim. It's probably too big, but I'm just going to grab it because I've wanted a mirror up here forever. There is a mirror that I've had in my save for later forever, but it's very expensive and it doesn't have the best reviews. So I'm kind of concerned about even thinking about it. And it's distressed white. And right now I'm wanting to bring a little bit of the deeper stuff in here. So to have a piece of metal in here that is dark would really make me happy. So let me go grab it and we'll see how out of touch I am. So here's the mirror, guys. It is pretty big, but I've never opened it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I know it's wider than the chest, but that's a big space up there. It really is. So I'm just going to take it out and see what it might look like up there. All right, so I have it just propped up there very cautiously. And I realize, like I said, it's wider and everything, but if I hang it, it's going to really have a nice impact on the wall. And I'm always going to put something in front of it, you know, candlesticks, etc. And it's going to reflect the light, which I love because there's windows across from it. So I am going to go ahead and do this. I can't even believe I'm doing it, but I'm going to have to get my husband to do it because I don't trust myself hanging heavy things. I just am afraid. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate in front of it right now, taking that down. And then when he comes in from cutting the grass, I'll see if he'll hang it for me. I'm going in with these 2 candlesticks, a little bit of blue, gray blue and cream, a little bit of natural rubbed wood on it. 2 candles with the blue, the gold, and white in them. Okay. Now these are really tall, but because I'm going to put that really big mirror back there, I think it's going to work. I can't tell. I think this is like a really pale blue. It's not white, and I don't think it's gray. Pumpkin. But I'm going to set that right here. I think that's probably enough with the mirror back there. 2 videos ago, I think I introduced the term, not that I made it up, but finishing touches. Like, the room is great now, but I'm just going to add a little, just the littlest things. Some beaded coasters, a couple of little topiaries, a bowl of pumpkins and some candles. Just the smallest items that you don't have to have, but they just will be the icing on the cake. Here's the beaded coasters in blue and gold. I'm going to set them on all the tables. I'm adding one of my cozy getaways. I have 2 of these, the Autumn Air and Patchouli, to one of the nightstands. I want to bring in some more of the green that I've got in the bedding and some of the pictures to the fireplace mantle up there with topiaries. This beautiful bowl from Kirkland's with the rattan handles. I've just popped a few pumpkins in. It's been in various places around the room, but once I moved that bench over there, I felt like I wanted to put it over there and set some books on the top. A couple of novels that I haven't read yet, so I'm going to pop these over here. And the last thing I'm adding is a photograph you've seen many times out in my sitting room. My goal is to, I mean, we have a lot of old photographs too, and I want to do things with them, but I really want right now, with all these sweet little grandchildren, and just the fact that we're so enjoying our lives, I want to start collecting more frames and having more little spots in the house where I'll have maybe 3 photographs. So right now I have this one and it's going to go right here. This weekend I'm having one of my sons visit with his kids, so maybe we'll get some great pictures from that and I will add them to the other side. I forgot to show you my last pop of coral. I don't know, I was just cleaning up in here and it's like, oh, I forgot this. So this is just almost identical. It's the same pillows, but I had 4, so it's not I didn't move them up here. And the basket may or may not be the same as the one that was in our family room lower level, but it really speaks to the coral, spreading it around the room as I have here. So we're going to do a reveal. What it's not going to have in it are the rugs, and it's not going to have the mirror hung. My husband's still out. We have 7 acres, 7.5 acres, I think, and I think he's cutting them all today because he's been out there for hours, and it takes a lot of hours. So by the time he gets in, I'm sure it's pushing 7 o'clock right now. So he's not going to want to hang that, and I'm going to edit this. So you will see the hung mirror if we decide. I mean, maybe he'll get in here and say, no, we can't do that, but I think he'll be okay. You'll see it on the fall home tour, okay? So now let's look and see what the fall bedroom makeover turned out to look like. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. I can't tell you, after I finish a video for you guys, I feel so peaceful and I'm so thrilled. My room makes me so happy, and I'm so glad I got to share it with you. You know, I showed you how you could do a different color in here and it would be a lot different. Different personalities bring out different colors. I am just so excited that I've got all these pops of coral in here, and I love the coral with the gold. It really, really speaks to me. I can't wait for my rugs to come in, but I think I said in here, or maybe I did it on my previous video, they're not shipping until December 9th. So I'm not going to get them until mid-December. So I'm going to link everything below. Of course, it was already linked in the previous video, but I'll do it again. And I look forward to your comments. Please don't forget to give me a like. If you're still shopping for fall or fall wardrobe or fall puzzles, check out my storefront. And if you're starting to think about Christmas, I am going to update my Christmas shops this week, but you can shop them already. And I'll be doing home decor and items that I'm just really intrigued by, so that in case you're ready to buy something for Christmas, because we have the October 8th and 9th Prime Membership Day deals coming up, and it's a great time to maybe get a better discount than you were going to get if you were going to order those things anyway. So I'll see you again this week with another decorating video and maybe some more. I look forward to my time with you. You're a blessing in my life. Thank you so very much. Make your home your happy place. Bye.